In this video, I'll show you an unboxing of the UGREEN USB C Hub Revodok 6-in-1 USB C Hub. Supports HD display for Windows and Mac OS. The most important thing about this USB hub is that it supports 10 gigabits per second, gigabps, gigabytes per second or gigabits per second. This is the number that is usually higher, so 10 gigabits per second actually means around 1000 megabytes per second. So 1 giga per second, that's the transfer speed, the actual transfer speed. So gigabytes, 1 gigabyte per second. This is pretty good actually. So that's the speed of the USB 3.2 version 2, Gen 2. So you have power delivery 100 watts also, and USB-A 2 ports and USB-C 2 ports, and then the port connection to the host, and also HDMI. It also has HDMI. I want to try the HDMI output on my Sony Xperia 1 Mark V, this one, and this is going to be a good chance to actually see how it works. You can use this as a docking station to turn your phone into a computer, so that's pretty nice. So we have here the output is one HDMI, 2 USB-C and 2 USB-A. I got this from Amazon, and there was a picture there that it was showing that the USB-A ports don't work with iOS and Android, so I'm not sure what's up with that. Video HDMI output up to 4K 60, so that's pretty good, 4K 60. And USB-C, that's a theoretical rate up to 10 gigabits per second. The charging to the host, from what I understand, it's only through this to the host. It supports power delivery 3.0, 100 watts maximum. Doesn't support data video streaming. I'm not sure what that means. Maybe because of the charging port. Because the charging port is only for charging. Yes, okay. So compatible system, Windows, Mac OS, Linux, but they also had the Android and iOS. On Amazon it was also about Android and iOS, but only on the USB-C ports. So this one, I don't know. The data was collected by UGREEN. For sure these are the ideal conditions. Probably it's not gonna reach 10 gigabits per second or 100 watts. But okay, so UGREEN 6-in-1 USB-C hub. This is their barcode. I think they changed the label or something, I don't know. It's made by UGREEN. I bought this from the Amazon UGREEN shop, so it's going to be original. It's just a USB hub actually, nothing special. And it was really cheap. I wanted to buy another one with Ethernet. I thought maybe Ethernet is better, but that was like 40 something, and this was less than 20 euros, so I think it was 15 euro, this one. So let's see. I have here the Samsung T7 Shield, and I want to try it with the Sony Xperia 1 Mark V, and to see if I can transfer data to this SSD drive. This is 2 terabyte. This is the unboxing, and I'll do a quick test to see how it works. Which side to open? This one. Okay. So they have this corner where it's easy to open. I like this that they do that. Okay. That's all from the box there. Some recycling information, I'm not sure about that. User instructions. I'm gonna record this just for myself to see it later, or for you if you want to see it. It's just declaration of conformity. This is really nothing interesting here. I think this is the interesting part. This is the user manual. So the model is 6-in-1 USB C hub model CM10. This is the model here, UGREEN 6-in-1 USB C hub, and the model number is CM818 CM828. So I don't know which one is this. CM818 doesn't say anywhere. I guess we will never know. The model number is Revodok. It says Revodok on the package. Should be under this label here. So this is a bit of a generic instructions. Maybe they are similar. Okay, so we have package contents, the connection information, how you can connect. You can connect HDMI and USB-C. Yeah, this is with the Ethernet, so it's not this one for sure. I guess it could be that one. This could be the one of the supported models. Specifications. So it's not this one because this one has Ethernet. So it's this one, CM818. That's the model number after all, CM818. And you get some extra tips. Just mostly disclaimers in all the languages. So okay, let's see here. Oh, okay, the cable on it looks pretty solid. It has this, the cable on it has this braided thing, and I'll take it. So it was in this bag, and that's all there. Okay. It's very boxy. It feels very boxy. I was expecting it to be a bit thinner, but actually it can't be too thin because there is a USB-A port. Still, I think it's pretty good. This connection to the host, it's longer than the usual. Usually this thing is like maybe this long, very short. A little bit longer, but not anywhere near as long as it should be. I think it's nice to keep this USB-C plug, like a cover for USB-C. That might be good to keep. I don't know. That's the USB-C port. High speed, 10 gigabits per second. You would expect to have this thick cable. So let's see if it actually works, if I can plug it into the phone and if it works. So this one here is power delivery PD, 100 watts. Then there is the 10 gigabits per second USB-A again, the same, and then USB-C 2. Then you have the USB-C 10 gigabits per second connections also, and then you have the HDMI port. And some kind of a light here. I think there's gonna be a light there. So I have the Samsung T7. I have the Samsung T7 Shield here with the high-speed USB-C cable. USB-C to USB-C. First I want to plug in the phone directly without any NVMe on it, just to see if it works. First I want to try to plug in the phone. First I want to try to plug in this UGREEN Revodok. And this is metal. Yeah, it feels like aluminium. Revodok. I like the, oh, there's also some information here. There is also some information there. CM818, part number. Don't know if you can see that. CM818, and then the details. HDMI and all the information. Made in China, right? I can barely see it because it's very, very hard to see it, barely visible. But the build quality is pretty good actually. It feels really good, this aluminum case. And then there is this kind of plastic goes inside. So I guess this will slide out to open it if needed, but I wouldn't want to open it, at least not yet. So I have my phone here. I have the phone ready and I want to see if something lights up when I plug it in. Let's see it. So you have no branding on this side and then UGREEN on that side. It might be that you get the super high speed only on one side. Some kind of a blue, whitish, bluish color. That's interesting. So this is how it looks like when you plug it in. And maybe when you do a data transfer, it will start blinking. I don't know. It's not very bright, barely visible, so that's pretty good, I think. Okay, so this is the light here. You see it. It's a bit white. It's not really blue. Cool white. This is the cool white a bit. So let's try. I have my Samsung T7 Shield. In the Files app, I have the storage 125 giga free on the internal storage and SD card 600 giga free, 670. So let's see when I plug in. Without any power delivery, I'm curious if the phone will be able to power the USB hub and the SSD. So it's already showing me open memory zone. I don't want to open memory zone. And let's see if I have here the files. And it shows me the shield. Okay. So I have here the Samsung T7 Shield, and if I can play something. Let's see if it blinks.
Even with extra brightness, but when I turn on adaptive brightness, it will go all the way to adjust automatically. It has sensors, light sensors in the phone. As you look at the phone, it will know how much light it should show from the screen to make it look.
So it's not blinking. That's pretty good. I like this, that it's not blinking. Let's do a quick speed test of the Samsung T7 Shield through this USB directly and see how it goes. So I have here, did it recognize it? Yeah, it doesn't recognize the drive in that app. So charging connected device via USB, but it's not charging. We are powering. Phone is powering the hub and the external SSD without any power delivery. So I see here Samsung USB drive for storing power and everything. I have a charging cable here and I'll try to plug it into the power delivery port, and hopefully it will charge the phone. Yep, it's charging. The phone is charging and the external SSD is still connected, and now like this it could work for a long time, and I could play something.
And here you have the list of all the things that you copied on the clipboard, and you can actually delete them individually. You can select things you want to delete from the, this is the.
Yeah, it's working. I'm just curious. I want to see if I can set the Video Pro app on the Sony Xperia to record on the T7 Shield. That would be very interesting. And data, it only records to SD card or internal storage. But on the iPhone, you can record on the external storage directly. So I got this both for my Android phone and the future iPhone, trying to see how they're gonna work. I don't know about the speed test, how to do it. I have this app, but it doesn't recognize it. Maybe if I try to unplug it, plug it back in. I don't want to open memory zone, and it can't see it there. There is, yeah. So this speed test app wouldn't really work, but I could try to copy some files. I'm not sure if this is gonna make a big difference, but let's see. Let's try to copy some files. So from the T7 Shield, I could copy this whole folder, copy to internal storage, downloads. I'll make a new temporary file, temporary folder. I like this. So let's see how fast it will copy the files. I'm not sure how big these files are, but they're not small. They would be at least 10 giga or 15 giga. Maybe the speed is a little bit not on the fastest side. Yeah. It is a bit strange to have so many cables like this, but it's always good to have this thing with you in case you need to plug in your phone and copy over files to the SSD and power at the same time. Leave it overnight to power and transfer the files. It will charge the phone and also transfer the files. You can also transfer from one SSD to another SSD if you have multiple devices. I hope this is helpful somehow. I will use this with the iPhone 16 Pro Max, which is still coming, still on the way from Amazon. I'm waiting for it. They didn't even send it yet. It's all paid, but it's not sent yet. So I hope they send it soon. So I will do some tests with this USB and lots of other tests I will do in the future. Thanks for watching.